How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 1 of a Let's Play series on Farming Simulator 25 for the map Riverbend Springs. And this is going to be a piggyback of the previous series I was doing on Farming Simulator 22 there in Dredge Creek, Alaska. And where we left off there is we got a phone call from my aunt, and turns out that my uncle was here on the farm here in Riverbend Springs, and he was trying to load bales up into the barn behind me there, and apparently he had misstepped. He'd fall out of the barn and ended up breaking like several bones, including both of his legs and one of his arms. He's got a really busted up rib cage. He's just messed up, and he's going to be out of commission for a very, very long time. He might even never be the same ever again, kind of thing. So it's one of those, all hands were put on deck. We were all called up. They ended up calling me up there in Alaska. They ended up calling several other family members because he's the only thing that keeps this farm running. And without him, this whole farm is going to just wither up and pass on. So that's why all hands were called. And that's why I'm here, as well as my cousin, JP. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good, Dave. I mean, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, exactly. We got our uncle there. He's out in the hospital there. He's on the mend. He's going to be there for quite some time, but we're going to be doing everything we can to keep this farm up and running. So we've been sitting here. We've been trying to figure out what it is that we can do here, and it's going to be up to us to kind of carry the farm for a little while. So what we thought is I would sit here on the main portion of the farm and try and work out, all the ins and outs. We've got a couple of fields that need to be tended to, as well as the animals and all that stuff. On top of all that, we need to get money. We need to start bringing in some revenue here on the farm because, without something coming in and stuff going out, we're going to be kind of up the creek. So JP here, he's going to be working at getting contracts and trying to get those done as much and as quickly as possible. I'm going to be working here on the farm, and yeah, so we figured between the two of us, we'll be able to kind of get things kind of stabilized, because right now we're just hemorrhaging money. My uncle here, he doesn't have all the equipment that he needs to be able to do everything that's needed. So we're going to have to buy some equipment. We're going to have to take care of the fields and do everything. Everything that we have is going to have to be put on our shoulders, and we're up for the challenge. So, JP, you want to head out and start seeing if you can make some connections and start getting to work, and I'm going to get to work around here.
All right, see ya.
Excellent. So JP and I, we're going to be on the phone together, so that's why you're going to be able to hear both of us talk at the same time, just making sure that everything kind of gets worked out. So at this point, let's see, I need to go over here because these are our fields, and let me go ahead and bring up the map. So we do have this whole area kind of plotted out, and you can see all of these are our fields, the family farm here. So we got, what is this? Field 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all of our fields that we have. And you can see 2 and 4 have already been harvested. And it looks like 4 is actually in a plowed state at the moment. So it looks like we need to actually harvest fields 3 and 5. And one of them is wheat. The other one is canola. And yeah, might as well start chugging away at that. And it looks like JP has made some contacts and is on his way to get some stuff done. Is that right, JP?
Yeah, sure is. I'm actually going to be doing a harvesting for a friend that I found and try and get us some money that way. And also got some contracts getting some weeds out of some fields for people.
Oh, nice. So that worked out good. So I take it you went up to the store and uh, figured out some contracts that were needing to be done. So that works out perfectly.
Yep, definitely excited to get some extra money coming in.
All right. So what we have here is I'm hooking up to the header here with the Massey Ferguson, and I am going to, let's see, pull up here, and I'm going to pre-program the steering assist. So I'm going to be using the GPS system to make sure that we get everything kind of worked out and perfect. So let's see, we're going to do 2 headlands. We're going to do a automatic direction. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do automatic. That's fine. No offsets and show lines. Perfect. All right. Oops, did it not go through? Oh, need to unfold the harvester. That helps.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Oh, nope, 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 nope. That's not what I want. Why is that not working? Steering assist. There we go. Alright, so as I go around here, just need to go ahead and get as much of this work done as possible because holy smokes, this is so much work.
Yeah, luckily I was walking around at the shop. I found somebody who said they'd be willing to help me get some of this work done.
Oh, that's awesome. So just kind of working like almost like a subcontractor.
Exactly. You know, we give them a little bit of the money and we get to keep a good chunk of it for ourselves and everybody wins.
That's perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfect. That means that we're able to kind of get more work done and not have to, sit around and.
Oh, exactly.
So yeah, right now I'm just working on the headlands here. I'm trying to get everything all situated, ready to go. And so far it's going pretty good, actually. I'm pretty pleased with this.
Well, that's always good. A happy Dave is a happy lot of people.
Oh, 100%. So installing the GPS system in this thing is probably one of the best things our uncle did. Is, we were able to kind of keep the line straight. We don't have to worry about too much. We're able to just get things done.
Yeah, he has a good idea every once in a while.
Every once in a blue moon.
I mean, trying to jump out of the barn, not the smartest idea, but
No, it didn't say all of his ideas were good.
live and learn, right?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he learns.
Well,
He got the first part done, but the second part, let's just hope.
crazy driver.
Uh-oh.
Well, apparently signs with whiteboards are optional to them.
I mean, worse things have happened. I mean,
True. At least we haven't run across any helium deer yet.
yes, helium deer is not a natural phenomenon. It's kind of dangerous when you come across them.
And I was driving here. Thank you.
So we're about halfway full. Making our way around the second portion of the headland. And this little Massey harvester's, ooh. Old uncle, he loved his old stuff. We always tried to tell him, like, you need to upgrade, you need to get bigger and better and all this stuff. And he's like, no, don't need no. This works just fine. It's like, yeah, it might work, but you can get something bigger and you're going to be more efficient. You're going to be able to kind of get things done faster, and you're not going to have to sit there and take as much time. You know. He's like, oh, you young kids, you always got to do things so fast nowadays. It's like, oh, yeah, time is money.
Right.
But, oh well, I mean, you can never, old dog, new tricks kind of thing.
Yeah, I still don't understand how we talked him into the GPS.
I mean, it must have come with the Massey when he bought it, because I know he bought it secondhand. I mean, you can see this thing's got a massive amount of hours on it. It's got 86 working hours on it.
Yeah.
So about to get to my first trailer load here. We got 70% of the harvester all done here.
Nice. Making some progress.
I just feel like this field should have been producing a bit more. Like, I feel like this, I don't know, maybe Uncle didn't get all the stuff done before he got hurt?
That wouldn't surprise me.
I just feel like we should be getting better yields off of this field, and
Yeah, but how many shortcuts did he take when he was planting the field? Did he do any of the extras in between?
I mean, I might have to talk to him when we go visit him in the hospital later, but for right now, I'm just focused on getting this harvested and up and out of the way. And this reminds me, we're gonna have to get ourselves a baler and get that all taken care of, because we got a whole bunch of straw that's getting spit out here on the ground.
All right. Well, tell you what, when I go back to the shop, try and get some more work after I finish these few jobs, maybe I can look at some and see what they got up there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna have to get something on the cheap, probably even lease it out, because right now, I mean, we're just gonna be hemorrhaging money until we start like bringing stuff into the farm. So, and you know what? Something just occurred to me.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah. Here, let's turn off the harvester real quick. I gotta get the tractor and stuff all hooked up anyways. But just dawned on me, the cows here in the back, I wonder if they've been taken care of since Uncle got hurt.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
No, not at all.
Not at all, of course.
No, so, oh my goodness, does Uncle have a water trailer or anything?
I don't think he does. I don't remember ever hearing him talk about it.
No, so that's something we're gonna have to work on, is getting a water trailer, yeah, we're gonna get a water trailer. Got to get a, let's see, I'm trying to think of all this stuff. Wow, We're going to need a baler, water trailer, a bale trailer, something to load the bales on with.
Um, so I actually just got a text message from one of my friends I ran into up at the shop, and they actually have a used baler up there right now, half off. I mean, it's still a little pricey for right now, but it's something we can look into.
How much?
32,441. It's a Case IH.
Is that a round or square baler?
That would be a round baler.
Huh.
It is used,
Sure.
so it's used, but if it's something we're definitely going to look into, it might be worth the temporary investment, if it's going to get used. Otherwise, like you said, we might be better off just leasing. And
Well, one thing I have to do is I'm going to have to run up to the shop here and get a water trailer of some sort because our cows are completely empty. They're just going to be sitting there and, getting angry, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and cut us out here, and I'll cut us back in as soon as I get back with the water trailer. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I'm getting ready to pull back up here to the farm. I've got myself a trailer. Wasn't too terribly expensive. And I believe Uncle had a nice little water pump installed in the back over here. Yeah, right there. So JP, how you doing over there?
doing pretty good. Just finished getting all of the product off of this field that we were harvesting. Gonna have to go and now deliver the products so we can get paid. While you were, doing your stuff, I also managed to talk to a worker. We got done getting the weeds out of one of the fields that we got contracted to do. Now we're just got over to the other one and starting to work on that, so making progress.
Oh, excellent. So yeah, right now what I'm doing is I am filling up the cows with water because, well, one, they need it. And
Wow.
let's see, let's dump that in here. Let's see. Oh, that's not the menu I want. Let's see, water. Okay, so they got plenty of more room. So let's go ahead and top them off because now they should start feeling better and they'll start, making some progress towards getting some growth on them. Because at this point right now, they weren't looking the greatest. Alright, so probably one more trailer load should be enough. Oof. There we go. So right now the cows are eating a bunch of meadow grass. So at least they got something in the ways of food, but I'm going to want to eventually invest in getting them some sort of better products and better feeds. And TMR would be absolutely optimal at that point. Let's get one more trailer load. Let's just top off these cows.
Yeah, might as well get that done, while you're already working on it.
So it looks like about 3 trailer loads is what it's going to take to keep the cows filled.
Not too shabby. We got what?
No,
Got what? 4 cows over there?
3, I think.
3? Okay, I couldn't remember. I am actually on my way back to the farm. Talked to the farmer that we were doing the harvesting contract for, explained to him the situation. He actually let us keep a little bit of the canola we got off of his field.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Turns out Uncle's actually liked around here, so.
Well, he is a good guy. A little bit goofy from time to time, but
The man jumped out of the farm. Goofy is a little bit of an understatement, just saying.
when you sit there and try your best Superman impression, thankfully we're able to joke about this because, yeah, he's hurt, but he's still here.
Got some windy roads around here.
All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and top off the water tanker because the only thing that will go in this tanker is water. So having it having it full might as well. It just costs us $300, but at the end of the day,
we're ready for the next time we need to use it.
Exactly. That's $300 we don't have to spend later. Okay, so now we'll get hooked back up over here. And here we go. Let's get back to harvesting.
You do that. I am back at our farm. I'm gonna dump this little bit of canola into our silo. Kind of ride it out until the prices get better.
Well, what's nice is that I still have to harvest our canola field ourselves, so one of those that that little bit extra is just going to get compounded by what we have.
Nice. All right. So now time to collect on these contracts and possibly go see if we can get some more.
Oh, for sure. All right, check it out. We got our first full load out of the harvester. Oh, it looks like I missed a little bit of wheat over here. I'll have to get that. All right, well, let's see how much our trailer here holds.
Right. I am gonna actually have to get some herbicide here from the shop. We have a couple of contracts to get rid of some spray, do some spraying in some fields. So one of those kind of a negative, but you got to spend money to make money.
Oh, for sure. All right. We got the first load taken care of. So I basically made it the whole way around the field, the outer edge of the headlands there, and I'm more than halfway done in this first wheat field, and we got 8,000 liters off of that section so far. So we're not going to be getting a ton off of this field, unfortunately. The yield is just not there.
Yeah, well, I mean, unfortunately, it's the way it's going to go sometimes.
Yeah, well, one of those that we'll make sure that we do it right this time, and we'll get all the stuff put down. We'll make sure there's fertilizer, we'll make sure there's lime, make sure that everything's taken care of and done by the book. You know, we'll show Uncle that, you know, we know what we're doing. We'll make him proud.
Hopefully.
That, or we'll just threaten him to leave him there at the hospital.
There you go. Although threatening to leave him there at the hospital might make him proud.
That's true. Oh, don't run over the product. I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
Interesting predicament here. I got to figure out how to get to field 9.
Well, first you go down past the Kennedy Road, and then you make a left, and after the left, you then want to go long until you finally find field 9, and then once you find field 9, you want to turn around and backtrack a little ways, and after backtracking a little ways, then that's where the entrance of the field is. Is that clear?
Actually, I decided, fine, I'll just do the one on field 8 first, because, well, doing some spraying on both of the fields. They're right next to each other. I found the entrance, so.
Oh, see, it sounds like you didn't go the way I told you to go. So if you didn't go the way I told you to go, that means that you're going the wrong way.
Well, so be it.
Well, just remember there, JP, you got the family name on the line here, and if you go around and make people mad because you didn't take the right way to go into the fields, it's not going to work out good for us.
I was just going to drive off a cliff.
I mean, well, you don't have our equipment, so I mean, one of those that, yeah, they'll be mad at us, but
hey, you win some, you lose some. Alright.
Alright, I'm on the second to last pass here for this field. We're definitely going to have to figure out something to do with baling and whatnot. We're going to need a baler. We're going to need a mulcher. You know, you said there was a used baler up there. Was there any other sets of equipment up there that you saw that was used?
Kind of drawing a blank here right now. Kind of trying to get that down the road straight here. So I think there may have been a mulcher up there too.
Really?
Now that you're mentioning it, yes. Again, used, so, but right now used is cheaper, and cheaper is kind of what we need, so.
Well, and not only that, but yeah, it might be used, but I mean, yeah, we're going to have to maintain it. We're going to probably have to repair it. I mean, at the end of the day, we almost have to because we don't have a ton of money.
Yeah, I mean, right now money is kind of tight. I mean, we had to get you here from Alaska. That was a pretty penny.
Oh, for sure. All right, so here I am. I'm done with this field here. Looks like at the end of it all, we've got about 2,992 liters in the harvester at the moment, plus an 8,000 liters in the trailer. So, yeah, a little over 10,000 liters is not too bad off of this little field. It's not the greatest. I think we could have done a lot better.
And that's canola?
This is wheat.
Oh, wheat?
Yeah, this is the wheat field.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna dump all this into our silo and let it sit there for a while until we can figure out what we want to do with it. If we want to, sell it, keep it, whatever the case may be.
Oh, yeah, I would say hold on to it for the time being. Um, Here's the thing, with farming is stuff always sells the cheapest, right when you harvest it. So
Yeah, it's always in abundance.
definitely kind of worth holding on to if at all possible. I mean,
Oh, I see you just over in front of the farm there.
overdoing some spraying over there. Yep, just across the street.
All right, got the first load of wheat into the silo.
Nice, nice.
Now I'm gonna unload the rest from the harvester.
So you said we got about 10,000 liters?
Almost 11,000.
Almost 11,000? Hey, you know what? Not too shabby.
No, not at all. I
I
won't
mean,
complain about. I mean, like I said, I'm convinced that we could have gotten better. I don't know why. I have a feeling.
Yeah, well, and again, what kind of steps did Uncle take in, helping increase the yields?
Yeah,
You know, that's the one thing we're not sure of. But
yeah, and that's it. I mean, for all we know, he did absolutely nothing. He just threw in the wheat and was good to go, kind of thing.
yeah, so I've got a friend that kind of keeps track of the trends, and he said, that 11,000 liters, if we hold on to it, yield us about $7,000. Uh, if we wait a couple months to sell it. So talked to some people, and they said, they give us about 5,000 for that much right now. So, do we hold on to it for a couple months for the extra couple thousand? I know I've got a few jobs, looks like, lined up, so
Well, that's good at least.
I mean, I guess it's one of those, if you think we need the money right now, we can kind of sell it now, but I feel like holding on to it for a couple months to get an extra $2,000 totally worth it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, because you're right. That is a good money to hold it, but are we going to be able to afford to hold it is the problem.
Yeah, and then that's what it's going to come down to. I mean, from what I'm hearing, we got some time to consider here. As long as we, each month that goes on, it just gets more expensive. So.
Yeah, and right now I just got into the canola field, and I'm going to go ahead and, get that all finished. And we'll see how everything kind of goes from here.
Oh, definitely. This is a nice steep hill. Whee!
Do I want to know what's going on over there?
Well, I mean, it would be better off if you just drove over here for yourself to see what I was talking about. It's just a lot easier to talk about. Let's just put it this way. I wouldn't want to take that hill in the wintertime.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I'm busy.
Yeah, me too. But in the same sense, you gotta have some fun, right?
Oh, for sure. Alright, we're on the final leg of this headland here.
Nice. Oh, got some steam coming up off the river. Light fog.
Oh, very nice. I know Uncle and Aunt, they both say how much they love it around here. Just the beautiful area that they found and they were able to nestle in. It's just next level good. So we definitely there's a reason why we're working as hard as we are to make sure that they don't have to worry, and that they are able to hopefully one day get back to work and back to doing what they were doing here. But yeah, they absolutely love this area. This is where they've called home for many, many years, and I know I'll break my back to make sure that they're able to sustain themselves and be okay going into the future.
Oh yeah. Well, especially we are a tight knit family, so
100%. Yep. So one thing that we need to think about here is what kind of product can we put back into these fields now that we've gotten everything all said and done. You figure we've got 4 fields. We only were able to harvest stuff out of 2 of them because it looks like Uncle, he must have done something about the with the other 2 fields, because they are harvested. They are in a state in which he's done something to it. But we've got, like I said, we got 4 total fields. It's gonna be time to figure out what it is that we can do with these.
Personally, I would say we could diversify, plant 4 different products in 4 different fields, or we could do the exact opposite, just plant one thing in all 4 of them.
I think you're right. I think we ought to diversify and kind of break things up. The thing is, though, we need something for the cows. We need to be able to start working towards getting them some TMR.
Well, why don't we plant some grass in one of them?
That's not a bad idea.
We could plant some grass. You could get mowers for fairly decent product. If we're looking at getting a baler for the straw anyway, we'll have a baler around for that then too. So,
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point.
all right, let's bring in some more money here. Just completed a couple more contracts. So, and just so you know, I am gonna have to buy some fertilizer now. 'Cause I gotta
Okay.
do some fertilizing.
Well, I mean, you're doing a good job of keeping us above water here. I mean, you figure we're at 102,000 in the bank at the moment, so
Well, and so far we're up about a little over $2,000. Again, that's before I buy this fertilizer, but in the same sense, we also bought that water trailer already, so
yeah, that's
you
true.
know we're actually going in the right direction here, which is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at this point, as long as we're able to kind of maintain, we're able to kind of stay above water, then, we ought to be okay. Where we're going to start running into some issues is that if we just keep spending, and then have no ways to kind of recuperate. But so far, I think we're doing all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did just have to buy almost $8,000 in fertilizer, but
Yeah, I mean,
I,
it is
I
what
think
it
we'll
is.
be I think we'll be in a good spot though.
But I mean, yeah, because actually, here, let's look into this. Let's turn off this. So what I want to look at is the kind of the growth calendar, because right now all we can plant is canola. That's it.
We
No,
can't plant
wait.
grass even.
No, we can plant grass and we can plant poplars, which, yeah, next month is wheat and barley. So what we could do, in all, I'm pretty sure Uncle had a, I'm pretty sure he has a cedar. I'm pretty sure that there's one tucked away in the barn. That being said, we could plant grass in one field right away.
Yes.
And we could consider doing canola in another field. But what we could really look at doing is planting some oilseed radish in the meantime. So that way, when these fields are just kind of sitting, we're able to get some, fertilizer in, some natural fertilizer. We'll be able to plow it in, kind of moving forward, and we won't have to worry about.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because that's one less thing we got to worry about putting down. Later.
So yeah, I think that'll be what we end up doing, but we'll have to figure out which fields we want to do with which. I mean, you figure our biggest field is the one I haven't even been to yet. It's the one just outside of the farm.
The one across the street.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for that field, I think we should put an actual crop in there and not do that as grass. Just because that being such a larger field, we're going to get more product off of it. So you figure grass, we'll be able to cut the grass every couple months. So.
Yeah, but it's kind of six of one, half dozen the other. If we put grass in there, or we put grass anywhere, yeah, we're going to be able to do it every couple of months. But we could eventually start getting to a point to where we're able to kind of, take the bales, whatever we get, if we get like silage or something, then we'll be able to just sell off silage just right off the bat. We won't have to sit there and necessarily have to worry about having to wait all year in order to make a harvest kind of thing. We'll be able to have a good steady stream, or we could even kind of split it 50-50 and do, half the bales that we get off of the grass we can use for sale and get some revenue generating, and the other half we can use towards using around the farm.
Well, yeah, because you figure we got the cows. We should definitely be trying to get something, going that's gonna help them. That way we're not buying product to support the cows.
Yep.
I mean, here's the thing. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, you're the brains of this project. I'm just the brawn.
Alright, and I am coming up on the last pass here of the canola. So far, we've only gotten 4,900 liters of canola out of this field. I'm on the last pass.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, so like I said, I can almost guarantee Uncle didn't do something.
Yeah, that seems really low for canola.
But I mean, Uncle, he hurt himself here recently, so I don't know what he was thinking. I mean,
well, and here's the thing: is has he kept up with the times of fertilizing and liming fields and that kind of stuff?
I mean, maybe. I mean, you figure he doesn't have any of the equipment necessary to be able to do liming, or I mean, I don't know if he leased anything out or anything, but that would be very uncharacteristic of him to be able to go out and lease. He's always, you gotta own.
Yeah.
Which I understand the thought process. I understand the kind of mentality behind it, but one of those where sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, definitely.
All right, so I'm just getting done here with the canola field. Let's go ahead and unload into the trailer. There we go. Perfect. So at the end of the canola field, we've got, let's see, looks like a little over 5,000.
Total off the field?
Yeah, total off the field is 5,492. So not great.
I mean, no, not really, but when you combine it with the little bit that we got off of that other field that I harvested, it's about 6,000 liters.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so
not...
what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and park the harvester. I'm going to go and unload into the silo, and then I have got some decisions to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut us out here and cut us back in as soon as I get everything all said and done. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, so after making a whole bunch of decisions and whatnot here, whoa there. Somebody tried
not good.
Oh, somebody tried overtaking me as I was getting ready to make my left into the farm.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Oh yeah.
Now you know how I felt driving around on these roads.
Yeah, exactly. But no, we had to make some tough decisions here. As you can see, we spent about almost $60,000, a little bit more than that. And we did that in order to get a whole bunch of products here. So you can see we got the big old case round baler, which is amazing. And we've got a mulcher. Now both of these are used. They've been, gone through and tested and all that stuff. So they should work out just fine for the time being. But it's one of those where we really needed to get something done, and I think this is the most logical approach. So let's see. I think our header was 8 meters wide. Automatic, no offset. Oh, that is definitely not 8 meters wide. How wide is our header? 6 meters. I was off by a factor of a lot.
Only 2 meters.
Yeah.
I'm going to borrow this John Deere from our farm.
Okay.
I picked up a stone picking contract, and well, I need a tractor to get the trailer over to the field.
They didn't give you enough equipment for it, eh?
Nope. So luckily we have a couple extra tractors. So
Oh, that's
I'm
good
just
at
gonna
least.
borrow the John Deere that was sitting there. Whoa! Did it just happen? Oh nope. People driving crazy.
Gotta love it.
I happened to, in the distance, see a tractor moving, and it turns out it was a friend that's helping with picking up the stone while I go and get this trailer.
Oh, jeez.
But a car came whipping around the corner, and it looked like you were getting overtaken again, making a left.
Well, you gotta love it when people try and go past traffic and, don't consider everyone else around them.
Yep, it's their world. We're just fortunate enough to live in it.
That's it. All right, I'm getting ready to pop out my first bale.
Nice.
There we go.
Did you leave the mulcher you just bought up at the shop?
I did.
Okay.
I'll come and get it later.
Well, I mean, depending on when I get done with this trailer, I can possibly come back and grab it and bring it back.
Yeah, that worked too.
You got stuff going on down there at the farm.
Yeah, if you happen to make your way over here, then feel free.
Well, I'm going to have to get this tractor back to the farm anyway, so.
True. Yeah, right now I'm just working on getting this all baled up. Once it's all baled, then both of these fields that I've gotten stuff out of need to be mulched.
Okay.
And possibly even our barley field as well, the harvested barley field, because I don't know if that one's been plowed or anything along those lines, so I'll have to figure that out.
Dave, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Okay, we're making these bales. What are we doing with them once they're made and sitting in the field?
We're gonna have to figure out something. We might have to lease something, maybe a little skid steer or something, just something big enough to be able to handle it.
Yeah. Okay. I just happened to be thinking about that. I'm like, well, wait a second here. All right. So I got the trailer moved over here. I will go grab that mulcher real quick and get it delivered to the farm for you.
Oh, score.
Save you a step here.
There you go. I'm down with that.
I'm sure you are. You get to stay off the roads with the crazies.
Yeah, right. Gotta love it.
Yeah, luckily we're out in the country, not in the city, so there's not too much traffic.
Yeah, that's true.
That, and I'm glad to see Uncle didn't believe in washing his tractors.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we're cleaning these things up as we go.
Does he at least have a hose at the farm?
Who knows?
Have to go through the garage and figure it out.
Yeah, we'll have to dig around and see what we can find.
Alrighty, I am on my way back.
Beauty.
I'm probably just going to go ahead and unload it right at the, unhook it right in the center of the farmyard. That way you can get it to wherever you need it to be.
Sounds like a plan. I'm sure I'll be able to find it wherever it goes.
Yep, that way I can get back to busting out some more of these contracts. Try and keep us ahead a little bit.
So yeah, we're just chugging along here. We've got, what, 3 bales so far?
Nice. So I'm coming down the road along the side of the farm. And I have a car that is riding in left lane. And every time it comes close to passing me, it decides to stop.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I have the mulcher back. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to park it right by the barn.
Well, I appreciate it.
It's on the opposite side of the fields, but
Close enough.
yeah, just wait till you see the angle I put it at. Have fun. Oh. I just hope this trailer they gave us will actually let the stone picker dump it.
I'll tell you what, though, I was really fortunate. Just kind of dawned on me that I bought this baler used, and I must have gotten really lucky because the previous owner must have left the wrapping or the netting in the machine itself.
Bonus.
Yeah, because it was completely full. I didn't have to, didn't have to load it up or nothing. So thankfully the owner just decided to say, here you go.
I'm done with it. Oh, let's see. Ooh, that's fun. Best way to get to that field. Huh. I guess we'll go this way.
Alright, so I'm on the outer headland. I still need to do the inner headland, but so far this is working out really good.
Nice. Nice.
So it looks like
figure
4
saved a
bales at the
pretty-
moment.
Yeah, we figure we saved a pretty decent amount too.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, the amount of money we saved, I mean, this baler brand new is probably close to double what we paid for it, so I'm certainly not complaining at all.
I'm gonna take the ferry. Maybe. Okay, here it comes. That's a quick way to get to this field. Take a little ride.
Alright, now we are on the inner headland. So like I said, we're going to have to figure out something to get these bales off the field. So we'll have to lease a skid steer or something to be able to get these bales up and out. Because I've got to get them out before I can start mulching.
This is kind of neat.
What's that?
Oh, I'm riding across the river right now on the ferry.
Oh, nice.
Well, in going this way, it cut quite a bit of drive off of my trip.
That's even better. Alright, well, looks like we got, what, 5 bales and maybe even 6? We might get 6.
Hey, 6 is better than none.
6 full bales. Perfect. Alright, field is done. So now, like I said, I'm going to run up to the shop there. I'm going to get some kind of skid steer or something as cheaply as possible, because right now we just don't have the finances to get much.
Yeah, that is a true statement. I'm plugging away on some contracts, but, you know, having to buy an awful lot of equipment, definitely not helpful, so...
Yeah. Well, like I said, Anki was old school, so he just did everything as minimally as possible. Let's see. Don't need... Where did you leave that? Oh, there it is.
I told you exactly where I left it. Right by the barn on the other side of the fields.
Alright. Stop right here. Alright, I need to run up to the shop and go get us some kind of equipment to be able to pick these bales up with. I will be right back. Alright, so I'm back here at the farm. I'm going to go ahead and pick up and move all these bales. I think I'm just going to kind of load them off to the side of the harvester shed here, because, I mean, why not? I had to get an itty-bitty little skid steer here, and I hope it's going to be enough to handle these massive bales. Oh yeah, look at that.
Love it when a plan works.
What's the old A-team saying? Love it when a plan comes together.
Idiot a fool.
I tell you what, we got a lot accomplished here today, because we did several contracts. You've been just generating and generating and generating like nobody's business, which is amazing. I've got both the fields harvested and the bales taken care of. I mean, the only thing we got to do at this point is to make sure that they are mulched. Ooh, oh no, no, no. Oh, no, come on. Yes! I did it! I did it. I'm pleased. I'm pleased.
don't worry. I'll be there in just a moment.
Well, when you see it, you'll be pleased too. Alright, well I think that's going to be a great place to leave it because we got so much done here today and we are just running out of time. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things. The algorithms enjoy you doing. The shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.